On July 29, 2025 at 23:24 UTC, a powerful magnitude 8.8 megathrust earthquake ruptured beneath the Pacific Ocean off Russia's remote Kamchatka Peninsula. This event ranks among the 6 largest earthquakes ever instrumentally recorded, unleashing seismic energy equivalent to hundreds of Hiroshima-sized nuclear explosions. Its epicenter lay just 20 kilometers below the seafloor, a shallow depth that dramatically amplifies tsunami generation potential. Within minutes, tsunami warnings and advisories cascaded across the entire Pacific Rim, from the Aleutian Islands to the shores of Japan, Hawaii, and the U.S. West Coast. Geologically, this earthquake occurred on the Kuril-Kamchatka Trench, where the dense, fast-moving Pacific Plate dives beneath the lighter Okhotsk microplate at roughly 77 millimeters per year. Over decades, this relentless motion built tremendous stress along the subduction interface until it abruptly slipped in a classic megathrust rupture. Unlike deeper quakes, which dissipate energy within Earth's crust, a shallow slip vertically displaces massive volumes of seawater, setting off tsunami waves that radiate across thousands of kilometers with little loss of energy. In Russia's Far East, coastal settlements such as Severokurilsk experienced 3 to 5 meter tsunami waves that swept inland, inundating streets and structures. Emergency alarms sounded, and local authorities had already rehearsed evacuation protocols enabling residents to move swiftly to higher ground. Although many wooden buildings sustained flooding damage and roads were submerged, there are no confirmed fatalities. Thousands of kilometers southwest, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, PTWC, issued a tsunami warning for all Hawaiian islands at 14:43 HST. Sirens echoed across Honolulu, Hilo, Maui, and Kauai, as officials ordered immediate evacuations from low-lying shorelines to designated high-ground shelters. Schools canceled classes, commercial harbors were cleared of vessels, and critical utilities, water, sewage pumps, and port operations were temporarily shut down. Hawaii's coastal gauges recorded heights under 1 meter at most sites, markedly lower than the maximum forecast. Deep ocean dark buoys measured just 28 to 29 meters of wave amplitude, demonstrating how open ocean waves can travel at jetliner speeds yet appear deceptively small, until shoaling near shore dramatically amplifies their height. In Hawaii's harbors, docked boats listed gently rather than capsizing, and only minor flooding occurred on low-lying beachfront roads, thanks to proactive closure of vulnerable infrastructure. Meanwhile, the U.S. West Coast mobilized under a tsunami advisory for California, Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. In Northern California, from Cape Mendocino to the Oregon border, a tsunami warning remained in effect with expected wave heights of up to 1.5 meters arriving between 28 second Pays Buldi and 50 Pays D. Local authorities closed beaches, evacuated fishing vessels, and stationed lifeguards at lookout points. By midnight, most West Coast gauges registered surges of less than 1 meter, and while turbulent currents persisted in harbors, no structural damage or injuries were reported.
At exactly 10:10 p.m. local time, the Japan Meteorological Agency issued an emergency advisory for eastern Hokkaido and parts of northern Honshu. Local broadcasters interrupted programming, loudspeakers in coastal towns urged people to evacuate, and trains were halted instantly. In cities like Nemuro, sirens wailed as thousands moved to higher ground. Thankfully, no casualties were reported. But the discipline, speed, and technology of Japan's disaster response once again showed why the country is seen as a global model for earthquake and tsunami preparedness.